Look, I'm sorry I let you down. I really am. I tried my best. I did everything I could. Well, I think that's a little harsh. Come on. I didn't choke. Well, I could hardly go and bat for them, could I? No, come on. That's ridiculous. I shouldn't be hung. Or sacked. Okay. Alright, see you later. Alright, love you, Mum.
Go, Cubs, go. Go, Cubs, go. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to the Chicago Cubs. It's an off-season special today. We will play through to spring training and see what we can do to try and, I don't know, we just got to get that one series better, don't we? Yeah, we're not going to look at the World Series again because we don't need to see that scoreline. It was not great, and we're just going to move on with our lives. We're going to have our end-of-season awards, see who you guys, among other things, voted as our MVP, and then we'll come back, Golden Gloves, and see if PD Crow can win a 5th consecutive Golden Glove as a centre fielder. That has got to be a record, doesn't it? Surely. Off to the end-of-season awards. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Chicago Chokers end-of-season awards! Thank you everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you and welcome to our end of season awards. A season that, well, if you guys had not wanted us to blow a 3-0 lead, we didn't want to risk that this year. So we just lost the 4 games in a row without giving you the hope of a 3-game lead, I should say. So, you know, you're welcome. The boys did exactly what you asked them to do, and I think they deserve a lot of credit for that. So well done, guys. You put yourselves, your own ambition to one side. Keep the fans happy. Well done. So the first award this evening is for most wins by a pitcher. We didn't see a win in the World Series from this guy, but he did get second in the National League with his 16 wins. So congratulations, earning some money finally, Sandy Alcantara. The next award is for the highest batting average, and I think we're going to see this guy a lot tonight. He batted 300 over the course of his first season with the team. So well done to Elly Cruz. The next award is the Golden Bullseye, awarded to the man hit most by pitchers. And, I mean, this guy just seems a lovely bloke. I don't know why pitchers up and down the country hate him. But 14 times he was hit this season, slightly less than last season. So maybe he is making progress on that front. Congratulations, William McQuaid. The next award is the Golden Anchor, awarded to that man who drags us down by hitting into the most double plays. And I've got to say, this guy is becoming somewhat of a specialist in this discipline, and he deserves a lot of credit for that. He's making big money to do this for us, and his contribution should not be underestimated. So 22 double plays grounded into. Congratulations, Vlad Jr. The next award is the Golden Boot, issued to the pitcher who has issued the most walks. And this guy, first season at the club, first season as a starting pitcher, and he issued 71 walks. Not bad at all. So congratulations, the Golden Boot goes to the other Sandy Gaston. The next award is the Golden Glasses for the batter who struck out the most. And it was an historic season for this guy. I mean, he has achieved a lot in his career. Will go on to achieve a lot more. But what he did this season was, it was record-breaking. It was the most strikeouts in a single season in Chicago Cubs history. It's like 150 years, people. I mean, it's absolutely amazing that we've been a part of this. 205 strikeouts. Congratulations. In the history books you go. Elly Cruz. The next award is the Golden K, issued to the striker with the most strikeout victims. And this guy, 140 strikeouts over the course of a season. I'd like to see more, if I'm honest. Let's get someone up towards those Elly Cruz numbers. But nonetheless, good effort. And the Golden K goes to Sandy Gaston. The next award is the Golden Broom, issued to the man who sweeps clean the bases, the man with the most RBIs. And with 117, this man led the National League. Huge congratulations, Elly Cruz. next award is for the man with the lowest ERA. And this guy is our own little Shohei Ohtani. ERA of 240 over the course of the season. Hit a few home runs in the batter's box as well. So congratulations goes to Bryce Aldridge. Now it's time to acknowledge the man with the most home runs, and it's this start of this season. It looked like he could have got 100, to be honest, but did trail off a little bit to 45 for the season. Still enough to lead the National League. So again, another massive congratulations, Elly de la Cruz. And now it is time for the horse's ass to acknowledge this season's worst player. And, I mean, I don't think when you win 99 games, top your division, get all the way to the World Series, everybody's contributed. But when you get to the World Series and stink the place out, anybody who stepped into the batter's box during that series, you are the horse's ass this year. You're a bunch of muppets, all of you. Now it is time to acknowledge this season's best pitcher. Now, as ever, there is a formula we use to determine this award, which, along with all of tonight's winners, is down in the description of the video. So in third place with a score of 23.9 is one of the new starting pitchers, Juan Murillo. Didn't do so well in the World Series though, mate. In second place with a score of 24.9, it is Levi Kelly out of the bullpen. But the winner with a score of 27.08 is Bryce Aldridge. And now it's time to acknowledge the best hitter. And once again, there's a formula we use to determine this, which along with down in the description of the video again, basically. So in third place with a score of 51.74, don't strike out so much, Elly de la Cruz. In second place with a score of 56.28 is the National League Rookie of the Year, surely, Bobby Patterson. But the winner, it's still his club, with a score of 61.12 is William McQuaid. And now it is time to award the Golden All-Star to this season's MVP as voted by you watching at home. I want to obviously thank everybody who nominated and voted for their nominees. And there was only one, literally 100% of the vote time of recording. Congratulations goes to Elly de la Cruz. Well done, well done. Congratulations to Elly and the rest of the winners this evening. And we're gradually getting closer, aren't we, to this World Series triumph. You know, we've lost the wild card, we've won the wild card, we've lost the NLDS, we've won the NLDS, we've lost the NLCS, we've now won the NLCS, but lost the World Series. Surely next season we win the World Series. But we'll be doing it without PD Crow. I want to take this opportunity to thank him for all his efforts. PD, mate, you've been spectacular. Good luck in the future. And everybody else, I'll see you next season at Wrigley. Thank you, everybody, and good night. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So there we go. End of season awards are done for the year. And we've got a little bit to catch you up on here. And one of those things is one more year of Bregman. Unsurprisingly, he has executed his option to stay. He's not the worst, is he? But he's on a lot of money, so it's a bit of a shame in a way. The new budget, we'll have a look at that in a little bit more detail momentarily and see if there's anything that we have that, that maybe we can spend. Staff members retiring, the hitting coach is retiring, so we're going to have to fill that. I don't know if I do that or if Rocco does that, but we'll find out soon enough. So the review of our goals for the year, I mean, we more or less, how can you be disappointed in the end that we made the World Series? So for this coming season, we've got to reach the playoffs, sign Ballesteros, acquire an MVP award winner. I mean, we did that last year. How many do you want? Increase fan interest, improve our record in extra inning games, improve our youth amateur fines, international amateur fines, I should say, and build a team that can challenge for the championship. It'll bring the championship home in the next 6 seasons. I mean, we've got that team now, don't we? It's so frustrating. So we've got some other staff members retiring. We'll look to fill those. The assistant GM has left. Must have forgot to renew that. And then some others here that we knew were leaving. Top prospects list. Do we have anybody there? We do. Jesus Toledo. He actually looks quite good. I'm pretty sure I just drafted him because of his name. No, he's a scouting discovery. So he's come out of nowhere because I don't remember showing him to you guys, but all of a sudden, 16 years old, What a prospect. Number 6. We'll have some of that, won't we? Brilliant. Alright, off-season begins and arbitration. So let's have a look at our arbitration. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's have a quick look at our finances. What would have we had? So we would have had nothing. Build a dynasty is the team focus. We have negative money available and no money for extensions. So, yeah, that's going well, isn't it? So arbitration hearings. Espino can go. Murillo, we want to stay. Scott, we want to stay. That's a little bit of a price rate increase for him, isn't it? Joswiak, I think we want to stay. Lonsway, yeah, 8.5. Could be putting back in the starting rotation, maybe. Montano, yes. Moore, yes. Pinto, yes. Roque hasn't impressed me massively. We'll see. You have to have a think about that one. Kelly, yes, I think we want him to stay. Alien Do at 6.5. I'm going to say no. That's too much for a backup catcher. So we'll try and move him on. Ballesteros, yes, but that's a big increase, almost double the money. Kevin Maid is 6.5, a little bit too much for a defensive backup. Arguably, yes. And Namala at 4.6 is absolutely yes. So that's all fine. We'll make the qualifying offer for PD Crow at 25 million because he wants more than that. If we get, I mean, I don't know if we can actually afford to keep him for that. Minor leagues, we've kept everybody we wanted to keep, so that's fine. So yeah, that is arbitration. So yeah, let's get, we'll move on now to the awards. All right, we have a trade before we get to these awards, and Pablo Alien Do, we have traded him off to Boston. He goes. He was a very good backup, very good defensive goalkeeper, very good defensive catcher even. There's a lot to like about him, but 6.5 million for somebody who is very much going to be sort of always be second string is a little much given the money that we are over budget. So he's gone off to Boston. The player we've got in replacement of him, well, not actually replacement, but in the trade, is Khalil Watson. Now, he obviously played against us in the World Series, won the World Series. He is our new, you're looking at the new Kevin Maid, basically. Kevin Maid, we're just going to, I tried to trade him, there's no interest, so we're just going to let him go to free agency, and he'll come in and be our new defensive gem at second base and shortstop. So, yeah, we'll see. He's going to go to arbitration himself, but we're looking at sort of under 3 million, so we're going to basically save, 13 million on Alien Do and Maid. Spend a little bit of money on this guy and get basically Kevin Maid that can hit a little bit better. So I think all in all that's fine. We'll get a backup catcher. That's no problem either. And yeah, that's fine. So I'll show you the backup catcher who's likely going to play for us. Now it's this guy. The bat is obviously not great, but it's fine. We've got another born leader, so that sort of replaces Alien Do in the clubhouse, and he's a good defensive catcher, so it saves us a lot of money. And he's not done brilliantly in AAA, but if somebody better comes along, we'll take him. If not, he's absolutely fine to play once every week and a half. Not a problem. So, Gold Gloves. Let's have a look here. These are the American League winners we can see. Do we recognize any names there? I don't think so. And then the NHL. Jesus Christ. And then the National League. It doesn't go for a 5th year to PD Crow. It's Michael Harris 2 from the Braves that has got it. So that's outrageous, isn't it? No Cubs with a Golden Glove this year. That's the first time it's happened to us in for at least 4 years, because PD Crow wins centre field every year. All right, next up, it is Reliever of the Year. So in the American League, it is Anthony Maldonado of the Blue Jays that has won it, ahead of Nye Carlos Vargas, formerly with us, of course, and Cuevas as well. But we care about the National League, and it has gone to Evan Elliott of the Braves, ahead of Hader of the Braves and Munoz of the Padres. So not even a mention for any of our boys there. Next up is Platinum Stick. And perhaps unsurprisingly in the American League, Harry Ford of the Red Sox. He was absolutely brilliant in that World Series, wasn't he? So he's won that. And as we go down, do we see any other names you recognise? Torkelson, of course, did a bit of damage against us in the World Series as well. But if we have a look at the National League, and let's have a look here. Rushing of the Dodgers for catchers. So Dela Cruz at third base. Vlad didn't get first base in a long, long time. And McQuaid, if we go down here, it looks like is one for designated hitter. So we've got 2 Silver Sluggers, which is, I guess, the strength of our side right now. So well done to Dela Cruz and McQuaid. Next up is the Rookie of the Year. This is Shirley Patterson. So the American League Rookie of the Year is Garza. That's topical from the Tigers. Shakhtar Schneider, however you say that, from the Red Sox, who we saw in the World Series, of course. And if we go and have a look here, it is who the hell is Jonathan Foster and how has he beaten Patterson? That is actually outrageous. That's angered me a little bit. Who is Foster? No, there's no way. There is no way that he is better than Patterson. Batted 281, 33. Okay, maybe he did do quite well, didn't he? I mean, what a rookie class that is. If we're not getting it with Patterson. So, Manager of the Year, the Boston Red Sox manager wins it for the American League, but we have a Manager of the Year. Rocco has won it for the National League, and well done to him. I think that's the third time he's won Manager of the Year. No, fourth time he's won it, if you can see down the bottom here. So he's won it 3 times with the Twins, and now once with the Cubs. All we need now is a third World Series from you, mate, and we'll be really, really pleased. So, Cy Young and Giancarlos Lara of the Yankees has won it unanimously, more or less. Jack Eder, we had him at the Tigers, and he was not great. Cole Sands from the Red Sox is up there as well, Manoah and Cease. So there's quite a few Red Sox up there. They did have the best defense in the league, so maybe that makes sense. And if we have a look over here, then it is Perdomo of the Cardinals. He is absolutely class, so that does not surprise me. And we do not have anybody there, which is maybe slightly surprising, but we weren't the greatest defensive side, so you know, maybe that explains that. MVP is next, or as it's going to be known, I think, the Elly de la Cruz Award. So for the American League, Julio Rodriguez of the Mariners has indeed won it. Harry Ford is up there for the Red Sox, who we saw obviously too much of. And if we go and have a look at the National League, of course it's De La Cruz, because who else would it be? McQuaid is right up there as well, which is good to see. But yeah, De La Cruz, how many MVP awards is that for him now? That is a 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth in a row. Is that fifth in a row? It's a fifth MVP in a row from Elly de la Cruz. I mean, just put him in the Hall of Fame now, honestly. That is ridiculous. What a player he is. And we're so lucky to have him, aren't we? Just need him to take us to a World Series now. Alright, so we have some arbitration hearings. Let's see how we did on these ones. So Christian Scott is getting a little bit more than we wanted to give him anyway, but that's not too bad. It's about the same. Khalil Watson got 2.8, so yeah, that's fine. He basically is replacing 2 players so that's fine. Joswiak got 1.8, which is fine. Ballesteros, I have tried to offer Ballesteros a longer term contract, but we're not really vibing on that, so he's got his 12 million, so yeah, that's more or less double what we wanted to give him, or what he's on currently, I should say. Roque got 3 million. Still not 100% sure if we want to keep him, but we'll see. Levi Kelly got 6.3, which is a little bit of money for a bullpen pitcher. Lonsway on 9.5. That's $1 million more than what we had offered him, so that's a bit troubling. Namala is absolutely fine on 4.6. And we've got Montano on almost 5. He's a very good closer, but that is a little bit much. Petey Crow is going for free agency, so that's a shame, but ultimately we just can't afford to keep everybody. Pinto gets 1.9, and Murillo gets himself 4.8, which is a little bit more, but if he's going to be a starter or a big part of the bullpen, then that's not terrible either. So that means free agency is just around the corner. All right, so let's have a look here at the international free agents. We've got this guy who is okay, but 9 million is obviously more than we can afford. I'm assuming rubbish. We should probably just check the star ratings first, shouldn't we? So half a star, half a star, half a star. Yeah, 7.5. I don't think so. Thank you for coming, though, mate. Now this guy, I will confess, we've already offered him a minor league deal. He would be almost the perfect replacement for Alien Do, to be honest. So let's see what becomes of that. And let's see here, half a star and 2-star center fielder. No, thank you, with all due respect. So the big free agent. Let's have a look, see who is here. Ronnie Mauricio at 29 would be nice. But he's on a big chunk of cash, so that's not going to happen. Now, Petey Crow at 28, he's the one, isn't he? It's the downside to playing them so early, isn't it, when they're so young? But anyway, good luck to him. 38 million, if he gets that, he'll be living a nice life, won't he? So there we go. Let's have a look at what we have to work with. If we go over to front office, so we do have a little bit of cash. Now, that is mainly down to Petey Crow leaving, but we've got we've got 9.5 to spend. Let's have a sneaky closer look maybe at free agency. Now, I do think what we need is starting pitching, isn't it? That it appears to be the sort of where we're falling short. Now, this guy is a starting pitcher at 2.6 million. So he might be someone we could look to use. Anybody else here? Landon Sims at 2 million. Another one that could be a starting pitcher, an extremely hard worker, has done well at Arizona, albeit out of the bullpen. So yeah, we'll have a look here, and I'll have a bit of a closer look and see if there is actually going to be someone here that could do a job for us. But yeah, money is, as we've seen, money is tight, so we don't want to overcommit to anybody, I don't think. Alright, so a sad day as PD Crow officially leaves the Cubs and joins the Rays. 22.8 million he got in the end, and it does rise up, so he's going to end up 33.5 million by the time he is 33. So we just couldn't afford it. There's nothing we can do about it. So good luck to him. I'm sure he'll come back and haunt us at some point, but we'll keep an eye out for him. Yeah, this is not one that we wanted to happen, but it's one of those that you just can't do much about. Alright, so this is a little bit just by the by, but we've signed a contract extension with Montana. Now, he was going to be a free agent at the end of this coming season. He's currently on 4.9. We've given him 3 years at 5 million, and that should be the closer role more or less sealed up then for those 3 years. We've got other players who could do it, but he does such a good job for us. It didn't seem to make too much sense to not snap him up for essentially what he's already on. So, yeah, 3 years takes him to 34, 35 perhaps. 35? 34. So, yeah, I think that's fine. Montano is here for the foreseeable future. Alright, it is Rule 5 draft time, and there's not really too much here. The one thing we might do if he's still around when it comes to our pick is maybe we see if we can get this guy and then look to trade him, and he becomes somebody else's problem. Decent first baseman, but we know we've got Vlad there for the foreseeable future, so there's no real need for us to be going and taking him. So, yeah, we'll see. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, so maybe we will definitely, you can come and play for us, mate. We won't trade you, I promise. So he is still here. I wonder if we do take him. Like I say, just look to move him on. See if we can get something in a trade, and if we don't, it's not like we lose anything from it. So let's do that. And yeah, that'll do us for this one, I think. So we did lose one player as well, but I'm not disappointed by it. Cade Horton, he's been around for a little while now. We drafted him, I'm not sure when we drafted him, but he's gone off to Detroit anyway, just up the road. And he's never really done it for us in AAA, so nothing to suggest he's going to do anything in Major League Baseball. So that is no major loss for us. All right, and we have moved Xavier straight on. He's gone on to the Yankees, and the player that we've got is starting pitcher Ryan Gallagher. Now, he's not there as a starting pitcher just yet, but that is what he will be for us. And I think very, very good. I always think a starting pitcher needs a good changeup, and he's just very well-rounded. I'm hopeful he's going to come into our starting rotation this season and do quite well. We'll see how he does in spring training. But, yeah, we've essentially got him for free, given that it was a Rule 5 pickup that we were never going to use. So, yeah, let's see what happens. But I think we've done okay for ourselves there. Look, mate, I need a backup catcher. You need a job. So what do we say we make this happen? Excellent, mate, excellent. Look, just one thing, though, your name. We're going to have to go with Langers. So we had one spot in the roster we really did need to fill. That was the backup catcher, and we've done that. Shea Langers. We're just going to go with Langers. He has come in 1.4 million for this season and next season, which is absolutely fine. We do have a couple of younger prospects that might be getting close at that point, and if not, he's 35. It's time for him to go anyway. And at 1.4 million, if we have to ride it off at some point, it's not the end of the world. So very good defensive catcher, which is what we want. A little bit of power, so when he does come in to replace or to give Ballesteros a rest, it's not going to be the worst thing that could have happened. So yeah, I think he'll do okay. His career to date, he has been a major league catcher, fairly regularly. He has 763 starts, so that's absolutely fine. And yeah, if we go and have a look at his career batting average, 218, not brilliant. But, he is just here to be backup. So if he hits a few home runs, 105 in his career. So, yeah, there's a chance he'll produce a little bit with the bat. But he's more here just to not be a problem and fill in when Ballesteros needs him to. All right, a couple of things to catch you up on here. First up is Hall of Fame voting. Verlander and Clayton Kershaw have been inducted in their first year. And if we have a look down, I voted for Verlander because he's one of my favorite Tigers when I used to go to the Tigers games all the time. I also voted for DeGrom, surprisingly to me, not in. I also voted for Liam Hendricks as well. Because I don't think we've got an Australian in the Hall of Fame. But you can see there the guys that have dropped out. I don't think there's any major... Chris Sale is maybe a surprise unless he was a steroid person. Steven Strasburg, I know my brother liked him. My brother is a big fan of his baseball, but I don't think he ever quite had the career he was supposed to have when he sort of first came in. But anyway, that's the Hall of Fame update. The other thing is we have signed another player, and that is this guy, the catcher from Japan. Now, he's on a minor league deal, which is then it's like he gets basically minimum wage if he gets called up, which he would get anyway. So I don't quite understand how that works as a contract. But I've always found that when you get these guys over on international free agents, they take a season to kind of adjust. So he'll be in AAA for the first year. We'll see what happens after that. Ideally, I'd like him to be a little bit better defensively. But yeah, what's to say, we'll just kind of see what happens. And he doesn't cost us anything until he gets called up to the majors, in which case he would have cost us money anyway. But yeah, that's a good sort of third choice option, I think. All right, we're at spring training, but before we end the episode, we do have a couple of guys that we've signed off of free agency into on the minor league deal. So the first is Cody Schreier here. Now, he has won a World Series at Arizona. He could be very decent for us, to be honest. To pick him up on a minor league deal is not bad going at all. So if we need another middle infielder, we've got quite a good one in reserve here. Now, I've picked up another catcher as well. In hindsight, maybe we should have just got this guy instead of signing Langers. But to be honest, he's absolutely fine. This is, third or fourth choice catcher now. And on a minor league deal again. Very, very nice indeed. And he has played a lot of Major League Baseball recent seasons. So, yeah, we've really got three Major League catchers, which is brilliant. And next up, we've got Ashton Izzy. Now, he is a little bit more of a prospect. He's 27, so we're kind of hoping that he comes in and our coaches sort of find something in him. But he's not the worst by any means. Starting pitcher. Yeah, so we'll see what we get out of him. He looks like he's going to be AAA to start the season. We've signed Teo Kang, which is a great name. Again, another one of these guys that he's from South Korea. He's played in their league, and we'll just see what we get. Again, minor league deals, if it doesn't work out, we can bin him off, cost us nothing. So we're kind of hoping again that we kind of unlock something with him, with our coaching staff. But yeah, so he's come in on a free agency deal. And the one guy that might actually amount to something for us is Jerenglo, the Dutch guy, the Dutchman. Three-star player, both potential and overall, and looks quite decent. Starting pitcher, we'll see what we get. We offered him again minor league deal with the minimum wage if he gets called up, which is what would happen anyway. I'm going to have a look at this guy in spring training, because he might actually be something, but again, we'll have to wait and see. So that will do it for today. Not a great deal done, not a great deal I don't think needed to be done. We kind of know the starting team because as we're expecting it to be, because it's the team that played last year with Giordano, the man that's coming in to play left field. He's a better bat than Petey Crow, not as obviously good defensively. And the man that will go over into center field will be Ernesto De Leon, who's a very good center fielder. So I don't think we've lost too much with losing Petey Crow. What we need is the pitching, isn't it? We need the pitching to stand up for us. And if it does that, we're going to be a very good team again. If it doesn't, then, we're going to do okay because we've got the bats. But anyway, that'll do it for today. If you've enjoyed it, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you next time for opening day, which on this particular season in April will be away to Pittsburgh. So they're a divisional rival as well, aren't they? So until then, guys, I've been Aussie, and thank you for watching. Take care. Look, mate, I need a backup catcher. You need a job. So let's say, mate, fuck.